Hey guys, Kev here, and I already unboxed this and showed it up close, but Jamie from Jamie Loves Knives, who loaned this in, basically dared me to take this apart. He didn't do that, but he's like, dude, you can take it apart. And I was like, well, you know, I don't usually take apart loaners, you know, especially expensive one. He's like, dude, man, you do whatever you want. And I was like, and then he left the same thing as a comment on the video. Now I have to do it. So this is going to be interesting because you have this 6-gun pivot on each side, then the center pivot. This could get interesting. It's an integral, so we shall see. He was telling me he couldn't thumb flick it with these blade stops, which totally works. I mean, it tears you up a little bit. I tried to reverse flick it, and I just couldn't like get under there to. Oh yeah, that would hurt. So let's get into it. Jamie, I apologize in advance. Pick something out of my collection if this goes badly. Yeah, look at that, it was loose. It's sort of a spinning pivot, but it's not spinning on this side. It's weird. Definitely spinning, okay. Bad sign number 1. By the way, have I mentioned this knife is badass? It just, I don't know if I said this in the unboxing, but essentially, this knife is Reate trying to just show everybody what they can do. That's literally the point of this knife. They just wanted to show off, and show off they have. So we're spinning here. This looks like it's the pivot side, or it's just a crazy screw. Crazy screw, okay. So let's just say lock side over here, okay? Pivot. I'm pretty sure you gotta take all these out, which is insane. Oh my God, they're all coming out. This is crazy. These are all just like loose in there, pretty much. I'm guessing these are all the same. So weird, guys. Sorry, I'm like being very careful here. So blade still looks pretty centered. Dudes, I am like afraid to keep going here. All right. I'm in a pass around group. And before I jumped on here, I told them to call the knife police if I don't come back in 20 minutes. Because I've probably ruined Jamie's knife. Don't worry, Jamie. I'm pretty sure Reate could get it back together for you. We'll just send it to China. You know, no big deal. What I'm worried about is pushing the pivot out, right? And then not being able to get it back through, because it essentially is going to be what needs to happen here. Alright. So I have removed all 6 guns. Oh, the wheels come off? No. What? Hang on a second. Is this one just going to pop off? Because you see this turning, right? That's crazy. Oh my God, it came off. Holy cow. Okay, cool. So look, you have a steel washer. And then you have the, is there another one on top of it? No. And then you have the rotating 6-gun. I don't know why it kind of rotates, I feel like. Alright, you do see a cutout there, so that is important. Oh, the other one just fell out. Great. Where was that cutout? Must have been over this, right? Over the lock bar? Had to have been the piece that goes over that corner, right? We'll figure it out. Hopefully. So that pivot fell out. There's another whole bearing set up. Another washer. That's so cool. And then the knife, essentially... Whoa, did you see how much pressure was on that? Wow. I want this... There we go. We just want that to fall out. There we go. Wow, look at this, man. This engineering is insane. That's so cool. And then there's another... Why are there so many more screws? What is that holding in? Look at that. It's going into here. I don't want to take those off, but I'm guessing that... Oh, is that how you swap the blade? Oh, so to swap the blade, you have to take these off. I thought that's all you had to do. You have to take these off and take those 4 off, and that'll basically remove this piece. And then you can pull the blade out and swap it to a beard comb. That's pretty cool. I'm not doing all that because I don't have a beard comb to swap to. So we'll just clean this up. Get a little KPL hopefully in there. So basically the key, the idea behind having it built this way is that you can easily just get the blade back in. And then you can build from there. You don't have to, a lot of times the way integrals were built, you have to like stack everything and shove it in there and get it in perfectly. And then, you know, obviously tolerances aren't going to be great because you're essentially you're squeezing pieces in. Like, I just don't see how that could be beneficial. So anyway, let's clean this up. That was cool. I'm actually impressed by this knife. Not that, I mean, that makes sense. It's Reate. I'm just checking to see what side is what here. It's hard to tell. Washer looks pretty clean on both sides because it's multi-row bearings. Look at these bitches. They kind of look like the ones from the Evo. I mean, they might even be bigger, but you might be able to replace those with the 6mm ones that Skiff makes. I don't know. Let's get in here. I mean, it's pretty clean already, to be honest. So we don't have much work to do. Look how much pressure is on that lock bar, though. I mean, that's a detent, guys. We already did this, but let's do it again. All right. Now we just need to lube her up and get her back together, right? So here's our heavy. Put a drop of that. Where's the detent ball? Look at that, guys. I didn't even think of that. This is an incredible engineering feat right here. So the bearing or the detent ball rides right on that. Look at that, and there's the hole. Rides right on that, and there's your little detent ball ramp. That is so cool. I am very impressed with this knife. Very, 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 very cool. Sorry, guys, I'm geeking out a little bit, but I'm very impressed. I said that already, didn't I? All right, the pivot was through this side. I gotta remember that. So let's stack it back up, right? This washer was on here, like that. So we'll put a little schnizzle. KPL, knifepivotlube.com, guys. Hit it up. Use code LEFTY10 for 10% off your order. Then we put a bearing on. Nice multi-row bearings for sure, dude. Alright, and then that goes through here. So wait, let me... Oh, that was it? There's no certain way to do it? Just make sure this one... Yeah, this one doesn't have a certain cutout on it. That's it? Really? So it might be smart. No. I should put the blade in first. Idiot. So this is what I was saying is good about it. You can essentially do this and then run the pivot through. Look at that. Basically fit right in there. Look at that. And now I could probably put a couple of those screws in Well, I wonder, what do they line up to? I don't know. I'm just going to put a top and a bottom on it. And that should be enough to hold us. I just want it to hold place, right? Okay. Bang, look at that. And now everything else should just drop in, right? So I should be able to, nope, I don't need that. I need KPL. Right, this is the blade. Put a dash, 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 dash. I almost feel like I forgot to put some on the other side of the bearing, but I think we're okay. So this, I don't see, oh, there it is. Okay, I see a bearing track. Pop that on. This could actually be a very simple build if you think about it. And then this guy would go on top. Now I'm thinking that needs to go across there. So there is a certain corner that needs to be on this one, so that the lock bar can actually slide over, is my theory. Trying to see which side. So it can't go the way I think it does. It needs to go up like this, I guess. Or down like this. Does this make more sense? Is that it? I think we got it. Yeah, I think we got it. Alright, so then we'll take a couple of these. Take the pivot screw, and then we'll see if we got it. Looking good. I just want to tighten it up. It's moving a lot, so I'm just being careful. That's tight. Nice. Alright, so we can mess with that after. Let me just get all these guys back in, and then we can finish this up. Pretty cool, right? I have to say so myself. That's a pretty cool disassembly. I mean, we're not done yet, but if we complete this, I'll say what? That was the coolest disassembly I've ever done. And you know, it looked mad complicated, right? But Reate just has a way of making it where you don't have to like kill yourself to get your knife back together and feel confident cleaning your knife. You know what I mean? Like, I felt confident doing this as I went along. Not at first, obviously, but as we went along, it got better and better. And it's actually a pretty easy construction. All right, I'm just repeating myself now, so I'm gonna shut up. Come on. There we go. Check the top and bottom ones I started with. Alright, cool guys, look at that. Better than ever. I mean, I could probably loosen it a little bit to get better action. Let's see if we have any play. No, I don't feel any play, so we could probably back off just a little bit. I mean, I got a little play, it feels like, so I don't really want to go further than that. I mean, it's super smooth, right? So let's not mess with it. Tighten it up again. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I just don't want to keep messing with it. Jamie can always mess with it once he gets it back. It's not as smooth as it was, but I honestly didn't feel it when I got it, so I can't say if there was play or not. So I mean, I can definitely loosen it to get, you know, better action, but well, let's just see if that works, right? Centering, it's hard to tell, but it looks dead on. There you go. That's how it was right there. Basically, just glide down. And I'm guessing, yeah, I mean, there's a little wiggle in there, but it's not a big deal. Definitely a sweet-ass knife, guys. So, that is the disassembly and reassembly. And, you know what? I think I noticed the clip was a little loose. No, it's fine. Of the Reate knives, Jack 2.0. Very cool knife. Jamie, thank you for actually kind of egging me on to do this, because that was the funnest disassembly I've ever done. Just in terms of like the actual construction and engineering and everything. So I appreciate you pushing me a little bit there. So, and thank you to Jamie Loves Knives for lending or loaning this into the channel. I really appreciate that. So with that, I'm going to close it out. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I will catch you later.